Leviticus 21. Now that's a chapter that doesn't usually make it into Sunday school coloring books. But if you've ever wondered why God set such high standards for priests, stick around because there's some real wisdom here for all of us. Picture this. The priests weren't just religious officials. They were like living bridges, connecting the people to God and God to the people. Their job was sacred, and that meant their lives had to reflect the holiness of the God they served. So, God gave Moses a list of instructions, not just about what the priests did at the altar, but about their everyday lives, what they could touch, who they could marry, even how they should mourn. Sound a bit intense? It kind of was. The priests weren't allowed to go near anything unclean, not because they were better than anyone else, but because their calling demanded a higher standard. They were a living reminder that God is holy. And honestly, that's no small thing. The priests' lives were supposed to shout, God is different, God is pure, God is set apart. Even their physical bodies mattered. No broken bones, no visible blemishes. Not to shame anyone, but to send a message. Approaching God is serious. God's holiness is powerful, and it sets the tone for everything. But here's the twist. These rules weren't about perfection, they were about purpose. The priests were called to serve God in a special way, and that meant they had to live differently. Fast forward to the New Testament. Through Jesus, every believer is now called a royal priesthood. That's in 1 Peter 2:9, by the way. So what does that mean for you and me? It means God still calls us to be set apart. Not perfect, but willing to let Him shape our hearts, our choices, and our lives. Holiness isn't about being holier than thou. It's about walking with God, letting His grace make us different. Being a priest, then or now, means living in a way that points people back to Him. So next time you read Leviticus 21, don't skip over it. Remember, God's standards aren't about exclusion. They're about invitation, an invitation to a deeper, richer relationship with Him. If that encouraged you, hit subscribe, like, and share this video with someone who needs a reminder that God still calls us to be set apart. New Bible stories every week. See you in the next one.